lot of shit been hitting me at once. Tired of discussing till my brother roll it once.
Yo. That's yo. Check this out, right?
Take my time with this shit,
Real quick. That song playing, that's my boy Trip, man. Trip and Mac. Make sure y'all check that shit out. Members only. Oh no, real members, excuse me. Real members. Check that out, man. They got a mixtape out. But you already know what it is, man. It's Hot Society Podcast. Episode 69. 69, man. I'm your host, B High, man. We got our host, Saz24 in the building.
What's up, guys?
On Instagram, make sure y'all check him out on Instagram. Check out Hot Society Podcast on Instagram. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and all that. But before we get into all that, man, I got a very special guest up here, man. Somebody I've been trying to get up here for a minute. You know what I mean? To introduce him to the Hot Society. My boy CashBurner5000.
CashBurner5000.
5K. Going on, my G. How you doing?
Everything good, man. We blessed, man.
Been blessed. I see, man, through the pandemic, you still been doing your thing.
Oh, man, I just been working, man.
Yeah,
I've been grinding and shit.
Yeah, I see that, man. So for the people, you know what I mean, who not familiar with CashBurner5000, just let us know where it all started from. You know what I mean? We like to give people inspiration up here, like where it all started when it comes to doing hip-hop music and rap music, etc., things of that nature.
Oh, man, I'm from Roselle, New Jersey, first and foremost, and it started there,
Gorgeous.
man. Gorgeous borough, you know what I mean, 07203.
That's what they call it, Gorgeous, bro? Okay.
Yeah, bro, you know what I mean? So I just started rapping there. Actually, it was like I had like a street situation, and when that whole thing happened, instead of getting revenge, like everybody wanted me to get revenge and all the negativity, my man took me to the studio. Instead, he took me to Staten Island, and that's why I started at making music, you know what I mean? So it really came from turning a negative into a good situation. Because the route I was going before music, I would have probably been dead already, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I feel so. Like, what happened? It was like you had like a friend passed away? Or?
Nah, it was a situation. I got jumped in the streets, and it was a misunderstanding. But I had got hurt really bad, and then a lot of my people had left me out there, and I was like one person fighting like 12 people. And like I said, the whole thing was a misunderstanding. I ended up getting locked up that night. And so, you know, me being a good dude and everything, a lot of people were surprised that whole thing even happened.
Yeah.
So my mans came over. He wanted me to get everybody round up, get back, you know what I'm saying? But one of my other partners that came over and saw how the situation was looking, he was like, yo, Ash, you can either go get back and get revenge at these niggas, or you could do what you meant to do. Because, you know, I was writing poetry in school, and I was always getting into poetry books in high school and everything. So he said, I'm going to take you and do music, because he was doing production out in Staten Island for different artists, and I didn't even know he did beats. So one day he was like, yo, I'm going to bring you to the studio. And then a lot of the people that worked at the studio was working with G-Unit. They were engineers for 50 and everything.
Okay.
So that's where it started at, man. So it really took me from being in Roselle, and I went to Staten Island. I stayed out there for a little bit just to heal up and get back and everything, get my mind right. So that's how I really started doing music.
So that shit was like your training camp out there in Staten Island.
Yeah.
You got right.
For real.
Like, did you meet any artists out there?
Yeah, I met a whole lot of, man, Mark Marvel, YZ, John Star Icon, Philly Blunts. A lot of the old timers that were on rant, Joe Pellegrino, he was from Staten Island. So I met a lot of those dudes out there around that time period. So we talking about 2007, December, going on till they ended their studio like around 2010. But I started really just rhyming from 07, and I just kept on going, getting better each year and learning how to rap, because I didn't know how to rap before that.
So what made you say, like, you know what, I'm gonna go in and really, because you know some people will start rapping, go in the studio, they, you know what I mean, put out some songs or spend some money on studio time, but they don't really give it the push that I see you giving yourself, like, because just past this past year, 2020, I see you had put up right here that you got 206,000 streams on Spotify last year.
Oh yeah, that was my best year as an indie
huge
artist.
Accomplishment, you know what I mean?
Yeah, as an indie artist, and I appreciate that, man.
Streaming in over 80 countries.
Yeah.
That's big, man. You got like that's real big. How does that? How do you feel? You know what I mean? Seeing those type of accomplishments, being that you came from that situation that you just said, like you just basically came from the bottom, like really from the bottom, like literally and figuratively. You feel me?
It feel good, you know. In the beginning, you think you're gonna get on overnight. You go to the studio and make a record. You on tomorrow. You know what I mean? I think a lot of the young artists at the time, they feel like that. But I learned like it just take work and just keep on believing in yourself and keep on going. And that's what I did. So when I saw those stats for the end of the year last year, which was my best year as an indie artist, period, I was happy. You know what I mean? I was excited. Thank you to the people that was listening and everybody that's been supporting me like around the world, from Jersey to you know, which crazy. I did 10 features last year. I did 10 features last year, all overseas artists. India. I did a record for Indian artists, Spanish artists, a Brazilian artist just sent me a record this morning. So I just really been working. They've been seeing the work and they be requesting for the feature.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
So that's all independent grind.
All by myself, man. No manager. Which I always would love to have somebody, you know, because it takes a lot of the load off. Yeah. But I really just been doing this all by myself. Really no help, no nothing. Just me grinding, going in the clubs, going in the strip clubs, meeting the DJs.
The groundwork.
Yeah, the groundwork, yeah. So,
but that's how you're going to really, you know, learn the business, right, of the music industry, how to negotiate different things. You really going to learn because you doing it your damn self. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
In a sense. But, you know, I want to go back into the poetry thing. That's very interesting. What made you start like looking at poetry? What intrigued you about that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, we had like an English professor at the time, and I've been out of high school since '04, so I forgot his name. He really had us writing for like the books because I went to St. Pat's downtown Elizabeth, and they used to have like a book that would come out every month, like a newsletter book, and they would have all the students with the best poetry, like the poetry in that book. So I just would do what the teacher was telling us to do in English class, write poetry, and somehow they would choose mine to be placed in the book with the others in the class. Like they did it for all the grades from freshman to senior. So
that's what's up.
I always was like into writing and everything. Actually, English was always my best subject in school, which is the irony of it, you know.
Yeah,
but I never was rapping at the time. I never did. Like I loved the music. I loved hip hop. I grew up on it, but I never spit a bar until like Staten Island, which is crazy.
Now, coming up as a kid, like you said, you never start rapping. Like in high school, nothing like that. I never really did it either, cause like. High school, later on, I started, but before that, I thought that is no way, because the best rappers out was niggas like Jay-Z, Nas, at that time, Lil Wayne, like niggas who really nice, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it like there was no way I could do that shit. Like, so I ain't even really give that shit a shot. You feel me? Like, did you feel like that, or did you, when you hear like artists like Eminem and Lil Wayne and dudes like that who was dominating during that era you talking about, do you look at that and did you ever get like intimidated or you was like motivated?
Of course, like especially Jay-Z. Jay-Z was like the nicest to me when I was coming up. Like he still is. Like Nas and Redman and all those guys, man. Like those were lyricists. Like that was the era when you had to rap like and be nice and like if you spit whack bars, they'd tell you your shit was whack. You know, it's not like the era of the day. Like, and the era of the day is good. You know what I'm saying? But at that time period, yeah, of course. Like they had like battle rap lunchroom things in the battle rap, like they battle in the gym doing periods like that. But I just was like an observer. I just sit back and watch, like a lot of the older classmen would do that.
Like you can't even call nobody music whack no more. Like, or they gonna call you a hater off the rip. Like, even if you really feel that way though, like, which is crazy. Like that shit be wild, man. So
Just
what
different.
you got? What you got coming up though? You got any new projects coming up?
Right now, I had I put Mocha out. That came out October of last year. Still going strong. But as far as this year, I have 3 projects in the work. I have a project that's already done. 5 more days. That's the EP. That's the part 2 to the EP that I put out last year called 5 Days. Right. I have another project that's in the works. It's called 35. That's in the works. We're still working on that. And then I have a gospel record that I'm doing with an artist from Staten Island. His name is John Star Icon. I did all my verses already for that, so we're waiting on him. So we're gonna be putting that out this year. So that'll probably be the first project that be released this year.
Yo, that's dope, man.
Oh, hold on. It's a mixtape?
No, it's an album. It's a gospel.
Oh, it's a gospel album.
Gospel Christian rap album.
Oh, that's
so. Are you like? Is it like a? like a only built for Cuban links type of thing? Like where is one of y'all featured or y'all collaborating?
We're collaborating together.
Okay,
Yeah, it's like a
that's
joint
dope.
project. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. What made you?
What make you want to go into gospel?
That's
You know
so
what's
dope.
funny?
That's dope.
John, my man, he shot a lot of my videos. John Starr, shout out to him. He came up with the idea. He was he wanted to do something different for this shit because actually he was an artist before me. Like he had records with J.R. Ryder, Papoose, Corey Guns, and he kind of had stopped. And then I kept on going, and he seen my work with it and everything like that. So he kind of, I'm not saying I inspired him to get back to rapping because I didn't. He was always doing it, but it's like he wanted to get back into the mix of everything and seeing how everything was moving with me. So we always, yeah, exactly. So we always did records together and everything like that. So he just one day called me and was like, "Let's do something different. Let's do something positive." You know, especially with everything that's going on in the black community with police violence and just a lot of the racial tension and everything. We figured it would be positive to do something different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the racial tension is crazy. I think that'd be good, man. I think that'd be good for the world because not only is the racial tension crazy, just the tension period. Like just in Harlem, I don't know, it was last week or a couple days ago. A woman walks into a liquor store to buy a bottle of wine, beverage like we have here on the table. She walks into the liquor store. You know, some guys in he had a Montclair coat on. Mm-hmm. You know, he offered to pay for it. She declined. Something happened where, you know, he said, "Oh, you think you better than us," or something like that. Words got exchanged. They basically jumped her. Like 4 dudes jumped this bitter. 30. Yeah, bit her forehead, tried to bite her eyeball out of her face, and stole her phone. You know what I mean? Like, and you got some people called the police talking about tell her to run because one of these guys did this before to somebody else. Like, that shit is weird to me,
that's disgusting.
Bro.
That's not even gangster. That's not even
at all, at all.
Lame juice, you know what I'm saying?
If y'all know,
little dick
one
mentality, little dick energy, you know what I mean?
Nah, for real.
Yo, it's crazy. That's exactly what it is. Cause how you get denied from this female? Like if you was he obviously not confident in himself
At all.
Yeah,
because if he was, then she wouldn't even matter. Like, okay, I'm on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
But you do that's wild, man. I think if any OGs out there in Harlem, New York, man, I respect the history of Harlem, New York. I know that y'all ain't with that shit.
At all.
I know that y'all ain't with that shit. Like, and these motherfuckers' face was on camera. Like, they ain't get caught in nothing
They gonna
that.
catch them though.
I'm pretty, man, matter of fact, by the time this shit come out, they probably already done got fucked up.
Next weekend, next Saturday, watch. We're gonna come back and be like, I told you, they
probably
got
already
it.
got something gonna happen to them. Like, I don't
And they going to
want nothing.
Rikers. They going straight to Rikers, and niggas is going, you know what I mean?
I'm saying, like, I don't know if I want I don't know, man. I just want somebody to holler at them, like somebody pull their coattail.
Yeah, they need to be G-check.
Yeah, definitely, like,
you know,
definitely. Because you go to Rikers with that on your jacket, like, you getting fucked up anyway.
Oh, yeah, you food automatically when you walk in, they find out.
You getting fucked up
For
anyway,
real,
so
Yeah, you under the jail with that shit.
that shit is, like, crazy.
So that's that's why it's really dope that you said you're gonna change the positive, that mindset because it really is needed at this moment. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people feel they down and out. You know what I mean? Because of the whole pandemic. It affected mad different avenues, you know what I'm saying, economically, family, education, you know what I mean? So I think that positivity needs to be put more into the music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you go the positive route, right, do you ever have a fear of being called a hypocrite? Because of who you are, because you just still, you know what I mean, you still still a person. Do you have a fear of that?
It's not necessarily hypocrite. It's the fear like you can't even talk about that type of content because to a lot of people that content is whack nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not talking about some street shit, which a lot of niggas don't live anyway, you're corny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody told me the other day, like, yo, Ash, you need to go back to doing the street records. Which records is cool because I could talk about those type of things, but I want to be an artist. Like, I want to do something different. I want to be creative. And nowadays, the way everything is in the climate, you can't even be a real artist. You can't even be different. You can't even, like, I had a record called Black Kids for the Black Community. It did 100K, and the cinematic music, the head of that, Johnny Snipes, he liked what I was talking about, but he didn't want to fuck with me. He fucked with the kid that was talking about putting a hole in the nigga head. And this is a white dude telling, he fucked with that type of energy more than
You see?
You know what I'm saying?
With them, it's all about money, and then I think the way we could combat that as a culture is the consumer, right? See, because I look at it as a fan, right? Like, what you just said, that type of rap isn't cool, isn't looked at as cool, and they want to hear street shit. I think that's a one-track minded person. Because, see, me personally, I love the street music. I love all that shit.
Yeah, me too.
But I also listen to J. Cole For Your Eyes Only album.
Yeah. I listen to gospel. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like, I listen to other genres. It's
But what I'm saying, but in hip-hop, like, cause the street records, some people only listen to the Lil Durks and the Futures. Like, once they go in that lane and with the street records, they don't come out of it. It's like, yo, it's a bunch of other hot dudes, too, that don't talk about that, though.
Yeah.
But, like, my playlist is all mixed up. I don't see how you can't listen to it all. Like,
Seriously,
I don't see how you can't appreciate it all. Like, you doing yourself a disservice, in my opinion, if you're a consumer and you only want to listen to one corner of hip hop. Like, you just stand in one corner. You doing yourself a disservice. Like,
and are you truly a hip hop fan? You know what I mean?
As that shit could, you know what I mean?
Facts.
If it sound dope, it's dope. Like, to me,
I always wanted to be different. I always wanted to give different type of songs on a project. I never wanted to make a whole project with just one sounding type of song, So I always try to do that. If you listen to all my projects, they're all different. I got 8 now. Just, you know what I mean? So, and the last one was like R&B mixed up, more like for the ladies and everything. So I'm all versatile with my music,
That's what's up.
when it comes with the ladies, right? Because I see now, it's you know what I mean. Some people, you see people, niggas is ladies, man. We know who the ladies mans is and shit like that. But my boy right here, I see you on the gram, man. You be doing your thing on the gram. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah.
You be doing your thing, man. Like, what's it like being on in the night scene like that? Like,
the club life, in the beginning, and it's mostly work, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's mostly interacting with different people, the DJs. If I'm in the strip club, the dancers, getting them to fuck with the records, throwing money and shit like that. So I just always, the club is kind of what made me and brought notoriety to what I was doing.
Yeah.
Before that, I was known, but you go in all the popping spots in New York, everybody in there, you know what I'm saying? And I did a lot of the shows, the performances at the strip clubs and everything like that. So I got known from the club scene. So the club scene has always been very helpful. You can meet a lot of different DJs and a lot of different artists, a lot of different plugs, and that's what happened.
Independent artists. That's what when these shits open back up, like tell them what you was doing, but tell them the sacrifice that you had to make in order to make that happen. Like,
oh man, relationships got fucked up. Person I was like damn near like not in love with, but somebody I was really interested in. They see this lifestyle. They don't, they can have questions and doubts if they really want to be a part of it, or they think I'm not as good as the chick that I see you in the pictures with. Mm-hmm. You fucking everybody automatically if you take a picture with them and shit like that. So that was a lot of the sacrifice, my social life, and just being humble. A lot of the DJs was fucking with me because I wasn't like on that rowdy shit. A lot of niggas don't realize, a lot of these dudes that got records, they'll go 10, 15 deep and try to bully the DJ into playing their record. I never did that. Yeah. I was always humble. I always like, yo, what's going on? Yo, I'm CashBurner from Roselle. I'm trying to get my music heard, da, 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 da. And 99.9% of the time, the DJs fuck with me. They yo, what's up, yo? Here's the contact information. I'll play your record. They played it right on the spot and shit like that. I get them a bottle or something. And more times, they didn't even want the bottle. They just was like good energy and everything. Cause like my man, shout out to DJ Shot. He always told me that you always carried yourself with respect, you know what I mean? And that's never gonna change,
Yeah. Shout out DJ Shot.
See,
man.
respect take you a long way.
It really do.
Respect take you a long way. How you carry yourself take
Integrity,
you a long way.
You know what I mean?
And it never was phony because a lot of niggas they be, it's like you putting on. Nah, that's genuinely how I am. Just meeting people and interacting with different people. I never was on that ignorant, like, yo, I got 15 niggas to the club, we gonna bully this DJ into playing the record.
And that's how it is, cause it's funny how full circle. I met you before at a boxing match.
Yeah,
you know
facts,
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's really how he is. Like, he come like, yo, what's up? Boom, boom, real humble. You could tell, like, you know what I mean? Like, he gives that humility about himself. You know what I mean?
What kind of boxing match, yo? Was it like a?
I think Floyd. It was Floyd and Pacquiao. I think
it was
Floyd. I know Floyd was fighting.
Yeah.
I forgot who he's
It was
fighting.
on the screen and shit.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
I'm
like a
thinking
little
y'all was
boxing
at
party.
I'm thinking the way you made it sound like y'all went to the fight.
No. It was a boxing party. It was a boxing party.
I'm like,
Nah.
damn, I miss y'all niggas with the Vegas. Ain't that shit? I'm like, damn. Fuck, they went to see the Floyd Pacquiao shit. Where the fuck
I should have
was
kept
at?
riding with the motherfucker like, yeah. You know
Where
what I
the
mean?
fuck I was at?
Shout out to Jamal too. Yeah, he plugged us and shit. We went through Jamal. Shout out my boy.
Yeah, man.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. See, you gotta like that shit take you a long way, man. See, a lot of people might think that you gonna have to have a bunch of money to go pay DJs to play your record and shit like that. But like you just said, yo, your respect and being humble got your records played right on the spot. And then after they did it, you know what I mean? You go ahead and bought them a bottle. You feel me? Some shit.
And
Show
your
your
shit hot.
appreciation.
So then your shit banging. They like, oh, hell yeah. That's a plus.
Yeah,
You
I met
know?
a lot of DJs. DJ Just, going to Queens and Angels, Drewski, Walla and everything. So yeah, I had good relationships, especially Walla. Me and Walla definitely got a good relationship. Every time I need something,
Well,
he
I used to do my pep rallies when I was in high school. He came a long way from doing high school pep rallies to Hot 97, man. Shout out to DJ Walla,
Shout out
man.
to Walla.
Seriously, man.
Word up. That's crazy, right? Pep rallies.
Yeah.
They ain't doing pep rallies no more.
No, not
Tell
at
you
all.
that. They
Roller
ain't
skating
doing
rinks,
pep rallies no
Bracewood.
more, man. But
he
yeah.
kept consistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
consistent
yeah.
and persistent. It was the other DJs that was doing that stuff too. But he just kept it and kept notching it.
Couple of them fell victim to drugs. Shit, we ain't gonna talk about that though, man.
You know, well, that's
Shout
another
out
story.
to,
That's a
yeah,
whole
shout out
nother
to-
one.
Shout out to them though, man. I see a couple of y'all
Keep your head up,
motherfuckers.
you know what I mean?
Keep your head up, man. But speaking of keeping your head up, man, YFN Lucci. That's his name, right? YFN Lucci.
Yeah.
Man. He's in the news for some wild shit, man.
Wow, shit. Man.
Like these niggas, like supposedly, allegedly, he rounds up his boys in the car, in the truck, and they drive to the ops block and try to shoot, allegedly. Somebody returns fire, shoots his mans in the head. They drop the motherfucker. They kick him out the car.
Yeah,
They own man.
I heard about that shit.
That's wild.
Allegedly,
Like,
I don't know.
allegedly, like that's
I hope that's some bullshit. Like I hope you ain't do no shit like that. Like you wildin'. Like,
And the position he in, he shouldn't even be in that position. Like,
Why?
who he is.
You know what I'm saying? Like
and they
you
try
riding-
they saying that he was the driver. That so you willingly like you can't come on, bro.
But now he's trying to plead to the judge.
So what you saying? Not guilty?
So no,
Plead
he's
not
trying
guilty.
he's trying to request to the judge a reasonable bond so that he could continue to provide financial support to his mother and his 2 children.
See, this what I don't understand about niggas though. Like, yeah, that makes sense, but you should have thought about that shit. Like, if that's what you did, you should have thought about all that shit before you. Like, I don't understand how people don't think about they family on a day-to-day basis when they make decisions. Especially if you got kids.
Nah, no kids.
Nah, no kids, but you got kids, so you know what I mean. Like when you even like
I
love.
got mother and my grandmother. So
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. So
Right.
you're gonna make a decision based on, you're not gonna make no crazy decision that's gonna bring them harm or nothing like that. Like you're not gonna do no shit like that.
Nah, facts.
And when you were like, you know, I mean, we all, you know, have past lifestyles. You know, you was involved in the streets and stuff. When you weren't making those decisions, it was
you on a level now where you taking care of these
Exactly.
people. Like,
So, like,
have
that's
it
what I was getting
to
to,
change
like-
people's life. Like not just like, hey, I'm gonna pay your rent. No, we moving in the mansion type shit. Like you can't fuck that up.
Nah, facts.
Over what?
Yeah.
Some bullshit. It's a lot of rappers getting, you know what I mean?
But you get so caught up in that world with money. Because I met a few people, and I remember a rapper telling me a long time ago, and he's not even there at the height of what YN Lucci was at, but he always told me, like, this game will fuck you up. Like, if you don't have a strong mind and you not strong-willed and you start getting money and shit like that, it's a different world. I seen it happen to people that I known that I went to school with and got into the game. One of the artists I know, one of the dudes I know, he manages Bryson Tiller and shit, and I seen him at Party Fontaine's show, and he, you know, we was always cool like throughout the years after we finished school and shit. Like we would talk here and there, but his whole energy was just like way different when I see him. I don't know if he didn't expect me to be in the same circle as everybody, because Mike Kaiser was there and he knew who I was. He hugged me and shit. He was showing me love like executive. So I don't know, maybe that's what it was, but I don't think it was that. I just feel like these people be around celebrities all the time in this world and it fucks up their mind and shit. You know what I'm saying? how I feel about it. You know, it'll change you. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're not, you know what I mean? You're
Strong
not
mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you start getting love from people that you probably admired or you hold value to. You know what I mean? You hold the value they put on you very highly. So, you know what I mean? I can see how they say Hollywood changed motherfuckers.
No, Dave
man.
Chappelle said it. Dave Chappelle said one thing he hates about critics and stuff is about how they say about celebrity, he must have never been strong-minded or he's weak-minded and all that. And Dave Chappelle basically said, yo, to get to this height, you got to be strong-minded. They strong-minded. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just got broken down. You know what I'm saying? But everybody that get to this type of height, like with Dave Chappelle, Martin Lawrence type shit, all that, they got there because they was strong-minded. You have to be.
He walked away from like $50 million to do his show.
Yeah, shit, you gotta have you more strong-minded than me. And walk away from 50 joints. I'll tell you that right now. But they was trying to I mean, take control of his shit and all that. But
even like little shit I've been around, like going to like, I remember rolling with Smith and Wesson. Shout out to Tech and them. I got a good relationship with them. Even going to parties and just seeing like how people treat you and just rolling with them. They're a group from the 90s. Like, they're legends from the 90s.
Brooklyn, shout out
Brooklyn, Bucktown.
Boot Camp Click.
Boot Camp Click. And just being around them, going to like club parties and shit like that, seeing just how females treat you. Like, it could be overwhelming. And like, I remember I'm there with them. I got like, damn near, I just got out of jail. I got $40 in my pocket I got from my mom because I had no job. I'm rolling with them. They just treat me like I'm drinking that motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I'm grounded because I was young at that time, so I was able to see like a little bit of that. You know what I mean? So I already know like the more I grow with this, it's none of this shit that phase me. I can't change for some money. Like, it'll never happen. I already know that.
Stay solid.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
So you see yourself in the future taking a deal or staying independent?
I think working with a company. I had a couple of companies that we was trying to work with this year. Not that it's in the works. One of my peoples that work with Def Jam, they trying to put me with a situation with that. And then I also had a situation where we was talking to people from Rock Nation. So I want to have my own company and eventually LLC but I really like staying independent because everything that I sell and I make, whether it's not, I ain't make no $1 million here, but I get all of that, the most of it. You sign with a label, you breaking, and if you don't have like a good deal, you're breaking. They're taking most of that bread.
Okay.
So like right now, everything that comes in, I get all of that bread, you know, most of it, like 95% of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're only taking like a couple percentage just to
for distribution.
Yeah, exactly.
See, but that's why I think it's important for artists to do what you're doing because you're basically building your portfolio. You're basically building your profile. You're building your stock, your value, whatever you want to call it. Because it's like you go in there nowadays. Like back in the day, you could be rapping on the train. Somebody hear you hot. They gonna make you a star. You got the look. Like, all right, I'm gonna fuck with you.
Fact.
We seen that that's exactly what happened to Fabulous. You feel me? But nowadays, with the social media, they want to see numbers. They want to see your streams, your social media, your comments, how many likes, all this shit. They want to see your engagement.
Yeah, facts.
So it's important to build that when you go into them office. Now you got leverage.
You can't just take that. You can't just whatever they want to give you. You just be like, nah, like I got this. You know what I'm saying? You can negotiate better.
Exactly.
Like, they can't give you what you already. You're not gonna sign for what you already got.
Exactly.
So now you go in there, you talk a different language.
And most of these deals nowadays, they giving the artists like 10,000, 20,000, like for the deal. Like it's not even like it was back in the day.
Yeah.
And then like me going through this, you feel like when you coming up, you want a record deal. Like you think, people say, oh, I got $1 million deal, and when you start like understanding what $1 million deal is, it's not $1 million.
It's not in your pocket. No, it's not $1 million in your pocket. That's for everything. That's everything you do. That's what that million. It's basically $1 million. They buying your life for $1 million, basically.
Yeah, I think about when we was talking about this, the artist that come to my mind, I wonder how it's gonna play out is Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah. Because of there's so many different labels that she's like partnership with, that she signed with. You know what I'm saying? Like she's Rock Nation. Then she has the one in Texas, right, in Houston, Texas.
That started her off with.
I think she'll be alright though. See, cause she's one of them artists. She's making a lot of people a lot of money, and she has very, very. Her upside.
Yeah, she is.
She got so much upside. So people, I'm pretty sure they don't have her in contract for life. So they gonna work with her. Like she'll be alright. Like if she's in a fucked up deal now, she won't be in forever. Like and she'll be alright.
Yeah, and she young too, so you know she got time
24.
to go. Yeah, exactly. Time
She
to go
moving.
and everything.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yo, did y'all see the verses? The Keisha Cole and
I caught the tail end.
Yeah, I caught the clips, man. But you know,
was
I ain't
late as hell, man.
get too good reviews from the ladies, man. They was telling me it was, you know, they ain't really like it too much, man.
They came on like an hour late, some shit like that. Keisha Cole was like an hour late, bro. That's crazy. On the verses, that's a bad look. You can't be hour late on a Zoom call.
I came in when she was doing Foolish on the remix with Biggie, and they put Biggie on it.
Okay,
that's when I came in though.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch it back. Like I caught a little bit here.
And I heard Keisha wasn't even like she had somebody come up, sing, help her sing or do.
No, that was OT Genesis.
Yeah.
But
like,
you know, it was a thing. They had like a beef or something. So it was like I'm like, that's whatever. It's cool.
They trying to continue the tradition of squashing beefs.
Oh wow,
on the verses.
That's
on the
crazy.
Verses, right?
Yeah.
Who would you want to see on the verses? That we haven't seen.
I want to see G-Unit and Dipset.
Yeah. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
How about D-Block and D-Block and Dipset? D-Block got to go.
D-Block?
The Locks got to go up against somebody.
I wouldn't put them against Dipset though.
I think that'll tear. See, this is why I say D-Block, the Locks and Dipset. I think that'll tear New York or just the tri-state in two. Like, it's like, because both of them got such a strong following in the tri-state area. Like G-Unit, I think people can hate on it. Like, if people gonna be honest, like, just because of how it all unfolded, people could like, because you could like 50 and say and don't like G-Unit. But you can't really, the Dipset is they all kind of even, like, almost. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Cam is the, but Jim, niggas fuck with Jim.
And niggas fuck with Jules.
Niggas fuck with Jewels too.
Yeah.
But with the G-Unit, it's kind of like 50 is so much higher than the rest
all
of them.
them.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Locks, and then the Locks are all, you can't really, you could pick kids, but niggas like Stab, niggas
that
like
was
Sheik.
a great business strategy with the verses though, yo.
Switching something like that.
What?
They got some more.
They did that. They did that shit, nigga.
Nah, fact. That Gucci one, Jeezy was crazy too.
Well, I was just about to ask you about that.
That shit was crazy.
Super disrespectful.
All the way, that nigga.
Yo, Uncle
Smoking
Murder
on Poochie Loke tonight. Nigga.
Uncle Murder said he would have, if that was him, he would have shot the Gucci Man for dissing his dead homie.
Yeah, that shit was.
I'm like, yo, this shit crazy.
But shout out to them though, for them able to do that and show the youngsters how to, you know.
Yeah, man. Nah, I don't think Jeezy went out like no sucker, man. Motherfuckers was saying he went out like a sucker. I don't think that, man. He showed growth, man.
Yeah, cause it's too much killings going on out here, man. What it was in Missouri, it was a woman that killed her brother's killer.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
You know
shout out to her, man. Fuck
Facts.
that. Shout out to her,
She
man.
said, "You know what? I'm taking this into my own hands."
Get that gift book.
Shout out to her. Fuck that.
And I don't blame it because what in Missouri they said it reported 269 murders in 2020.
She got it, yo.
That shit is crazy.
She facing murder charges, but
second degree, yeah.
I think she'd be out there. Like rappers just trying to pay her bail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I saw 42 Doug say he'd give up like 20,000. You know, a couple other. I think they'd get it up.
Because she was trying to protect him from the streets.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying?
And that was her younger brother,
That
too.
was her younger brother, yeah.
He was 16 years old.
But the crazy part is 4 years, like, rewind 4 years, her younger brother got killed. A 9-year-old.
Yeah, she probably, flipped over. Yeah, that's crazy.
It might be crazy in Kansas City because they from the news, they said they pulled up and just started dumping at the house. And killed the 9-year-old and the cousin that was like 10.
Crazy.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's this world. It gotta chill. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, I don't know, man. See, with shit like that and with shit we just talked about in Harlem, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what can make somebody do that. Like the mind frame. So I can't really. It's nothing I can really be like. Yeah, we need to do this and that to fix it. Cause I don't know what niggas is thinking when they do shit like that.
Now-
Morals and principles. Like nobody is raised with that.
Yeah, and also I can say this too, right? Nip Hussle said it in the song one time. He said, when you have people that are poverty, like, you know what I mean, hungry, all morals go out the fucking window. You know what I mean? Like, when you hungry,
And them ribs touching.
I mean,
and them
but
ribs,
see, look,
everything go out the window. Like,
I get what you're saying, but this is the gray area in that if you hungry and if you that hungry, you should go get some food. Like literally and figuratively, like go get some money, or if you that hungry, you robbing somebody for some money so you could get
putting
what
the
you gotta
energy
go.
towards something different.
Biting a chick's face.
That shit's crazy.
Cause she denied, and you got a Montclair jacket on, so you not fucked up. Them shit's about $1,800 a pop.
Facts.
So you got something. I don't know where you got it. I don't know. You got a Montclair jacket on, and like that's not poverty stricken, and you hungry. Like that's just retarded. I mean, excuse my language. That's just crazy. I said the wrong word again.
He got some mental health issues.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the right. There you go. Politically correct.
Mental
There
health.
you go.
Yeah, shout out to that female. I hope she recovered from all that.
For
too,
real,
So
man. For real, man. That's no way to do that.
Fuck
man.
them niggas. Fuck them fuck boys.
For real.
Yeah, man. Somebody gonna clothesline them by the time this come out. I'm pretty sure they got a curtain call or something like that.
Yeah.
Yo, my boy Casanova got a hearing on Thursday.
Yeah, I hope Cass get
Free-
out too.
free
I
Cass.
said
Casanova.
free Cas, man.
Free Casanova, man. That's crazy.
But they
man.
trying to do some the system is fucked up. Like, so when you get in that shit, as you know, you say you was in the prison. They going to evaluate every fucking thing that you did not get caught for. You know what I mean? And then use that shit to try to get you to stay in jail. So that's what they doing right now.
And they connect you to other people. And
They trying to use
Yeah,
a
it's
shooting
Rico.
in Miami to keep him in jail because he was like they saying, oh, he's a danger. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same shit with Kodak Black right now. He just got that pardon.
But he gotta face. He
gotta
facing a
face
rape
that South
charge
Carolina rape
in
charge.
South
You know what I
Carolina.
mean?
Yeah.
Like
which is why
he got pardoned though, right? He got pardoned.
Yeah,
he got
home.
pardoned by
He
that,
home.
but
Kodak
that's
Black is
federal.
home.
So what he has to the
state.
pardon is only good for federal charges. It's not good for state.
Oh, so he not even out right now.
No, he out,
But
but
he-
he got to go
he
to
home?
South Carolina.
He gotta go to South Carolina.
He got a court case in South Carolina, but he home though. But yeah, that's just wild, man.
Yeah, Trump went wild with the pardons, yo.
But,
They ain't let C Murder out though.
man, ain't
Yeah,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying?
He ain't let C Murder out though.
They ain't let my uncle know neither. Akbar pray. So salute
Akbar
to him.
pray?
That's my uncle, man. Salute
That's
to
your
him.
uncle?
Yeah.
Oh
That's
man,
what's up.
that's what's up,
Yeah,
man.
so
So,
hopefully he get home soon. Shout out to his son, Jeff
seriously,
Brooks,
man.
North Legend.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's the thing though. Like it's like he did all these pardons. Like it's like the most pardons a president probably done did in his 4 years.
But he went out with a bang.
He
Like,
went out
He
crazy.
just went out there. Yo,
But he still is a crook, man, because the way he did the pardons, yo, he was pardoning people that did white collar crimes. You know what I'm saying?
man,
Like, you a crook.
I
In
think
my
this-
eyes, you a crook, bro.
This one thing everybody could agree about Trump, whether you like him or don't like him. I believe everybody could agree. He did the shit his way. He did what the fuck he wanted to do. He ain't really listen to no motherfucking body. Like he was up there saying dumb shit, like take Lysol for the coronavirus. Like he's just doing like I don't know.
He was doing gangster. He was gangster.
Yeah.
Gangster
He was
shit. He
definitely
doing
doing
gangster shit in
gangster
the White House.
But I called it a while ago. I said, yo, Trump moving like a gangster. You know what
He
I'm
was
saying?
definitely doing gangster shit, man.
He gangstered.
But Cash, you told me earlier you got some bars and shit. You got some rap. We ain't had no
man.
bars
We
in a
waiting
minute.
for it, man.
They ain't rap. They don't rap about that.
No, some people rap, but some people be, you know what I mean? Some people don't be wanting to rap. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
But we starting to get more and more guests now, so we gonna start getting
Definitely.
rappers. Y'all come up here, man. Just know whether you don't want to rap, I'm gonna ask you to rap on camera, and you're gonna have to deny it.
Yeah, we should have did it. We should have did the last one.
Nah, he was good though. Shout out to
should-
Chad Pitt.
Yeah,
He was
shout-
good because he was on some other. I like his music. He was doing some other shit like
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
before I forget, man, shout out to Bel Air Boys, Black Bottle Boys and
like
shit.
Bottle
Definitely,
Boys.
man.
Shout out to my boy Smack, shout out to Swag, shout out to Rick Ross, man. Salute.
Definitely, man.
Maybach music.
Facts.
It's good too. Like
You
I
know,
don't
I-
really be tasting. I don't really. Drink
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. You could put the beat on for my boy CashBurner5000, man.
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
5,000. Burner. Jersey. Yo. All I see is red. I want my opposition dead. Y'all niggas know what time it is. I'm from Roselle, bitch. Y'all niggas know I'm vibing. Y'all niggas know where I be at. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me. Y'all niggas know where the gang at. Shout out to my nigga Smack. He put me down with the Black Bottle Boys. Shout out my nigga Sean. He told me how to get money in the time. These niggas know I'm getting it. These niggas know I'm with it. Y'all niggas ain't snitches. Y'all niggas ain't nothing but bitches. Yeah. I ain't never been a bitch. I always kept it 100. 10 toes down in the hood, nigga. I ain't never going back, nigga. I'ma keep growing, nigga. I'm from where y'all niggas get killed for. Niggas get snitched for. Niggas are telling their own fucking man for it. I ain't never been with the sucker shit. All I do is run with killers. Shout out to my mom, she raised me the best. I ain't never had an OG. Y'all niggas know me. Light bars.
That was a freestyle. That was off the top. That was off the top.
I ain't never had no. Oh, I like that. I like that.
I used to don't rap too much on the rap. I've always been like a songwriter, so anytime like now I know like I just gonna rap. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Go to the show and rap.
That was good though, bro. That was good. I like that.
That's just I could tell you was rapping off the top, but like I do the same shit whenever I write. I like to write. Like I don't be like I ain't you know motherfuckers go in the booth like what's your recording process when you go in the booth like you
I memorize the verses like I write at the crib or if I'm out I get inspiration and I just have it in my head. I write it down, jot it in my phone, and I hear the beats and I just do it like that. I don't really just go to the studio, put the beat on and just say whatever. Like I always try to have structures with my music.
Have you ever did it like that? Just when one time and it came out not good. Turn out right.
It didn't turn out good.
Cause you know some motherfuckers, you know people say that. You hear people be like, yo, I just go in there and put the beat on. You know, everybody want to sound cool. Ever since Jay-Z said he don't write, now everybody don't want to write.
Lil Wayne, right? Lil Wayne, how he get down, niggas.
Well,
trying to copy
niggas
that.
like him and Biggie Smalls. I think Jay-Z and Biggie Smalls and Lil Wayne. Though I believe them, just the way they rap. You not writing that shit like the Lil Wayne and Millie. You can't write that.
Nah. You can't.
There's no way to catch that in writing. Like I don't understand. Like you can't write it. You have to just go in there. And that have to just come out. Like.
And even when I heard it, it sounded like he just came off the top, or I don't think he sat down and wrote 16 of it.
You can't write that. Like some of that shit he was saying, you can't write it. Like maybe the punchlines. Like sometimes a lot of people, even Eminem said this. He would write just punchlines. Like you just write the punchlines, and then you'll go in and you'll fill it in. You might. You just rapping, you writing, oh shit. Just looking at the punchline, all right, this could go ahead. Boom.
Yeah, that's talented though. That's rare right there.
You have a book of punchlines, and then whenever you just need a punchline, you just go in your book and whatever fit, you just use that. Like you feel what I'm saying?
But that's dope. That's like you have a whole like foundation of writing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, starting from the poetry.
So like that's dope. Like shit, that's longevity right there.
Yeah, I always try to add different elements, grow with the time. Even like the new project with the gospel, I think a lot of people are going to be very it's going to be interesting. You know what I mean? It's definitely I think I wrote some of my best verses, and then also figuring out not to curse in the record. These are like some of the records where I don't have no cursing in them at all, and it's really lyrical and it's structured, and I think people are going to enjoy that project. I'm really excited about that project this year.
So what is on the gospel record? What is the direction when it comes to your approach on your bars and stuff like that? Like if you could give a little bit away.
We telling I spit something from the phone like one of the records is called Heaven's Clouds, and I'm speaking on the story of a man trying to kill another man, but he missed the man and killed the kid. Yeah. So now he's trying to repent, and he's hoping the kid ain't died. You know what I mean? So like one of the bars I said, my evil ways done caught up with me. Meant to hit my target, missed bullet in and out through a kid. Oh no, God, he died. Hope it isn't true. Pain giving mother, father over $200. Like me and this man is beefing over $200, but in the process we take a young kid's life. And this is a true story. This is somebody that I know that this happened to. So like I took that story and I put it into a rap. And I feel like, and with his blessings, I feel like this was important for him, like to be shared. Like as black men, we don't have to always go to violence. Like it can be talked out of, and it's not like $200 think about it, like y'all about to kill each other over $200, but instead of killing your target, you miss and hit a kid that almost died, and it's just lucky that he lived. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
And then that same situation, similar situations, also can be fueled. Not to throw females under the bus here, but a lot of females, man, like you know who the battle rapper Verb is?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Verb had an Instagram live, right? And a 17-year-old boy from Baltimore. I can tell he's from Baltimore by the way he said two. I can't even do it. They say it weird, like. They say two and you from Baltimore. You ever heard that?
I've been to Baltimore a couple times, but you know,
the way they say two,
their language is way different out there. Yeah.
But anyway,
Context,
that's how I could tell he was from Baltimore. And he was like, "Yo, what's up with you calling my mother a bitch?" Right on Instagram Live. At first he was confused. Then he figured out who she was, and you know he was upset as he should be. He was defending his mother. But what happened was once they started talking. And Verb started explaining himself of what happened. He was like, yo, your mother was disrespecting me for like 5 straight minutes before I even said anything, calling me gay and all this type of stuff in the comments. And then I finally said, well, bitch, I don't even need you here. You might as well go. You feel what I'm saying? She wouldn't told her son that this battle rapper, her favorite, this guy just called her a bitch on Instagram out of nowhere. So now this 17-year-old kid is looking to defend his mother, and now what if they was like in close proximity of each other? What if he knew where Verb was at? And then they would have ran up on each other, and they wouldn't, and they didn't get a chance to explain what happened because they face to face. So now egos involved, things happen. You know how many false stories or half stories niggas done got? And then went out and did something based off those half stories. And now they in the cemetery right now. Probably it's filled up with them niggas, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was in a situation like that. You know what I mean? I was in a situation where I was with a lady, whatever, she done stole bread. You know what I mean? Stole bread from me, all that. We found it, got the bread. But, my approach was aggressive. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I got the bread. Now, her brothers and them coming through, you know what I'm saying? Pulled up, popped out with a shotgun.
But she told them what?
She told them that I was like trying to rape her or do some other shit in the room, in the hotel room and shit like that. Like on some foul shit. Lies, you know what I mean? So them niggas coming out all hyped up and shit. And you know what I mean? Put the gun to my motherfucking chest. Like and luckily, you know what I mean, my boy Webb was there and shit, from Roselle and shit. He was there. He was just like, nah, we gonna fight a fair one. You know what I mean? So over false allegations, literally scrapping in the street. You know what I mean? Over false allegations. You know what I mean? Luckily, you know what I mean? Everything got squashed. We scrapped it. All right, that's it. But look what could have happened.
Yeah, dead over the lie.
Over a lie, over something. She stole money.
That's why, man.
It's crazy.
It's
you know
important.
what I mean?
It's important to be careful and not give half truths and false narratives on people. You know what I mean? Because even the young dude, he was like, "Yo, man, mom, like, what's going?" Like after they was talking, because eventually she got on the phone and started talking to him, and he was like, you could see the dude in the back, like, "Yo, mom, I'm confused now. Like, what's going on here? Like, you told me something different." Then it got to the point where he got back on the phone. They're like, yo, man, never mind, bro, my bad, bro, and just hung up the phone. Like, because you feel me? Like, that shit was crazy, man. She was crying and all that shit. She was dead wrong, though.
Yeah.
The wrong females that get you killed out here. Like, I've been through it with females. I've been, like, females that set you up. I've been through all that shit, so I already know. I don't play with these bitches. Like, the chicks now I deal with, you gotta be up on the up and up with me. Like, if I see any, like, a little chink in your armor that's, like, foul, I don't fuck with you. I ain't never gonna be placed in a situation where my life going over some chick, which is a lie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't play that. I don't play them games.
But being in them clubs, I know you seen some wild shit. Like, what's the craziest story you some shit you seen being in them clubs out there?
The craziest shit is just, bitches like fucking with the same nigga and having them niggas fight over. And I remember one chick that I know, the nigga bought her whole Benz, like paid it outright cash, and we outside. And, because I do security at the club and shit, you know what I mean? I do security and shit. and we outside trying to break up a fight between a dancer because she fucking you and she fucking the other dude that bought her the Benz, and y'all niggas about to kill each other over like a lie, like, you know, she not telling him what it is, and she, you know, she playing both sides.
Both sides, yeah.
You know what I mean? She about to have these niggas killed over each other. So I seen that side of it, and then just the strip club, like just being around with the music and shit. Fights with the bottles. A bitch took a bottle, cracked it over another chick head.
Oh yeah,
because she
strip
fucking
club
with a
shit
man.
is real, bro. Them women in there.
What are these
real.
joints right here?
Yeah, one of them shits.
Oh man,
And that shit heavy.
Yeah, that ain't no.
that shit.
That ain't no.
Yeah, one of them clubs in New York, and they cleared that whole shit out.
Yeah, this ain't no Snapple bottle, man.
Nah, the strip club, that shit is truly the trap, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
it's a trap. It's all business, all type of shit going down.
all type of shit.
All type
You
of
ever
business
seen-
transactions.
You ever seen the show? It remind me, not remind me, but you ever seen the show P Valley?
P Valley.
It's a show about strippers and strip clubs.
It's
You
on
ever seen that?
Stars. It's on Stars. If you
haven't seen
check it out.
they know, especially women out there. They know exactly what I'm
I gotta
talking
watch
about.
that.
Just check it out. I want to know how authentic that is from a person who's in the strip club.
I think I seen
You seen-
previews of it.
You
That
seen
shit.
the preview of
Yeah.
it?
No, what's real authentic? That shit that J-Lo did. What's that shit? It was a movie.
I know
Oh, I know,
Hustlers.
Hustler.
That's loosely based, but that shit going. Like all that shit is that shit is real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Word up, like.
Yeah.
But I know that's a whole nother life, man. Strip club, man. Shout out to y'all, man. My man be having a bunch of strippers up here on another show, man. He's a wild boy. Shout out to my boy Kwame, man.
You bringing them shit? You been bringing them through?
Yeah, I'll put you on later. Shout out to Kwame, little Marv. Marv don't let Mark. He be getting on Marv nerves, but yeah, man. Yo, this Hot Society podcast, man. Yo, man, we gonna put CashBurner video at the end of this video, man. Hot Society podcast, episode 69, man.
Yo, shout out to BI, man. Shout out to my man.
Appreciate you.
Sash
Real,
Juice,
fam.
Sash.
This my boy CashBurner5000,
We go back,
man.
man. We met BI.
already
You know
know.
I met him. Podcast, we met him.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
definitely,
Like a
man.
nigga talking dirty, dark
CashBurner5000, man.
skin,
We out
chocolate
here.
D, bang
Hot Society
roll, eyes
podcast. Make
rolling.
sure y'all
Every
like,
time
comment,
she
subscribe,
fuck
hit the
with
like
me.
button,
Every
man. Give
time
us
she
some
fuck
fucking
with me.
algorithm.
Every
us.
time she
You
fuck
know what I
with
mean?
me.
Hit them like
Every
buttons and
time she
shit. The
fuck
more
with
people
me.
get us up there, you feel what I'm saying?
She like
Hot
a
Society
nigga
podcast,
talking
episode
dirty,
69.
dark
See y'all
skin,
next week. I'm your
chocolate
boy
D,
B.I.
bang
Sash
roll,
Juice,
eyes
CashBurner.
water. Every
out.
time she fuck with me. Every time she fuck with me. Every time she fuck with me. Every time she fuck with me. Who you talking to? Take them clothes off. Round two. Hop on this D like a groupie chick. Do what you known to do. Spit on it, stroke it, flip it. Daydreaming, working playlist. CB5, tropical island. We on vacation. Got you on the balcony naked. Chocolate dripping all over you. Eat your booty like a real nigga supposed to. She do designer drugs. I'm smoking medical. Kissing her that perky girl. Baby on the edible. Closet full of jewelry. Keep the money in the safe. No need for a cook. Baby chef got you a dinner plate. Trap jumping, fish fry, red velvet cake, coconut pie, feed her. Baby girl. All mine. Like a nigga talking dirty, dark skin, chocolate D, bang roll, eyes water. Every time she fuck with me, every time she fuck with me, every time she fuck with me, every time she fuck with me. She like a nigga talking dirty, dark skin, chocolate D, bang roll, eyes water. Every time she fuck with me, every time she fuck with me, every time she fuck with me, every time she fuck with me. This ain't nothing new, been lying to my bitch. Hide a secret side chick, doing freaky shit under the covers. Hitting bitches with the bros, at 5, time to go. Toxic behavior, some code before you fuck a nigga. Keep my bitches peeled up, cup full of syrup. Girls do me like porn stars, dick in their girlfriends. Make a squirt at 10, right time, bust again. Got that dick at 33, oh God. She like a vampire sex, suck the blood out her neck. Fuck you, she screamed and said, happy for some good dick. It's burner, bitch. I run this shit. Fuck sex pills, mocha chocolate. Like a nigga talking dirty, dark skin, chocolate D, bang roll. eyes water every time she fuck with me. 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 She like a nigga talking dirty, dark skin, chocolate deep, bankroll, eyes water every time she fuck with me. Every time she fuck with me. Every time she fuck with me. Every time she fuck with me.